Howdy viewers, my name is Jigjin, and today we are going to be recording some more Galaxy Beta gameplay with Scarlet. There is apparently a lot more to this game than the first video displayed, as you'll find out very quickly throughout the video. Definitely a lot goes on in this game, strategic-wise, that I was not aware of in the first video. And after gameplay for a few hours yesterday, I did realize that there was quite a lot that goes on. Seems our base is being attacked. Oh wait, what's the economy look like? Gosh, man. Chill out. Are we at war or are we allies? Oh, we are allies. That's cool. Okay. So, today's video, I guess, will mainly detail the certain things that I've learned, as well as most of the things that are nifty and cool about the game. The first things that I've started to learn is that there are multiple types of gameplay, not just mining as detailed in the first video. There's, as well as mining, there are traders, which is what I've taken up, and there is fighting, which is something that Scarlet finds a little bit more entertaining. But she also does trading as a side thing. But trading pretty much involves you buying the pure materials from your base, and then selling them for profit at a different base, and you find out certain values using the economy board. Jeez, there is a lot of loot to have in these bases. So I might have to go to the Minutemen base and buy all the silicate and iridium that they have. I might just cycle between them and get their stuff. But they are quite a ways out of my way here. Yikes. Oh well. So, there is no fighting going on necessarily in this server. This is just a server that it's down to the final two, and I believe they are just making it a trading server at this point. But I currently have the best freighter, which is the ship that is used for trading, the Hercules. And Scarlet has this as well, but she also has the Archeon, which isn't the Archeon the most powerful battleship or not? Yeah, it is. So the oh wait, wrong target. Fuck. No, don't take off, you fool. I'm wanting to warp to their base. This is going to be a long journey, but there's a lot to talk about. So pretty much the game is based around trying to be the last base standing. You can have an infinite number of bases be started up at the very beginning of the server, but I believe I think about 30 minutes after the server is created, you can no longer create any bases, and that starts the end game, which is the attempting to be the last standing base. Last standing base wins. There's no special reward or anything for winning, but that's what resets the server, and you get to just start all over again. Of course, people get to this point, which is there's only two left, and there are people who want to do trading servers, which is just an easy way to make a lot of money. So, you know, trading isn't all that difficult if you know economy a little bit. Clearly I can buy silicate for 3 at these guys' base, and I can sell it for 6 at the mega base, which is a double profit right there. Something that I definitely look out for as a trader. But there's also mining. Of course, you got detailed a little bit on mining. You just pretty much go out, mine rocks, bring the ores back to your specific base, and then they pay you a certain amount depending on how much you brought back. But the traders, in turn, help pay the miners because they pay the base for the parts, what is it? The purified materials. And the fighters, which is something that Scarlet's taken up and knows a little bit more about than I do, but I'm gonna try my best anyways. Fighting pretty much involves going around and destroying enemy ships. It sounds a little bit more simplistic than it really is. It is very hard. It is very easy to, of course, to murder things like swarmers that are AI enemy ships, but they do not reward you very much. Of course, you're not going to get a bounty from it, and they only reward you, I think, 25 material max by looting the corpse, I guess, is the idea there. But if you happen to find somebody that, say, has a bounty of around 12,000 coins or something, and you have a really strong fighting ship, then fighters would get a good pay raise by fighting that ship. Because if they destroy that ship, per se, then they would get $12,000 for doing so. I'm not entirely positive on how bounties are raised. I'm guessing it's just by killing enemy ships in general that don't have bounties. So, for example, if somebody were to kill me, that would raise their bounty a little bit. If somebody were to destroy my ship. And so now I would be here to buy all of this silicate. I call it silicate for some silly reason. Until I have absolutely no room in my hold left, and I can get a seriously easy profit out of this. So now, from here, I just get out and turn around and head straight back to the mega base where I will make my profit. Wait. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Miners, pretty much the most simplistic one, although very hard to defend yourself. Fighters, easy to defend themselves, but very difficult at looting and they cannot mine. And freighters, traders cannot defend themselves very easily. However, they can move, they can warp, and they make, I believe they can make the most money in the shortest time period. I'm not entirely sure on that. Because I think with the best mining, ship, you can make about 2,000 per ore dump, and then you can make, I mean, depending, I guess trading more or less depends on the economy curve. Sometimes it'll be a good time, good server for it. Sometimes it'll be bad. And then fighters, they just rely mainly on finding enemy ships or finding ships that have bounties, or really big ships. Of course there is, Scarlet. There's a lot of stuff. If you buy the silicate there, you can get, you can turn in the double profit unless the market resets before you get there. I'm not sure how often the stocks the economics reset. I want to say it resets every 10 minutes, but I could be wrong. I haven't timed it. But do keep attention before you buy low to make sure that you're going to buy low. Of course, the economics at the mega base never change, regardless of how much of the material they have or how much of the how much money they have, because they always have a really decent income of money, because somebody's always willing to pay and buy stuff from them. But you know, yeah, I need to turn in a profit for this, and then this will pay for another one. See, what I just realized is I can make up. Wow, I just realized how much of a profit I can make off of this if the stocks stay the same. Because then I can put money towards the Stormbringer. I just realized that I can get a lot of silicate and put that towards the Stormbringer. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff I didn't realize I could do yet. I'm getting yeah, I'm gonna try to get that. I want to be able to display fighting at some point. I do not have a fighter and I'm wanting to... Yeah, I think that would probably be easier. I've heard a lot of people say that carriers are better than dreads, and dreads being better than carriers. I'm not entirely sure. I've never used either one, so I wouldn't know. Of course, I'm gonna try to display both throughout the playthrough series eventually. I don't know. It will take time, and it will take a lot of effort before I can actually display any of it. Please. Okay, you are docking me there. But for this game being as early in production as it is, it's still a great game. There's very few bugs that I've noticed, except if you're flying around in a ship like mine and you jump out, your ship cannot move anymore. I've noticed that earlier today when I did that on accident. You cannot like sit back in the pilot seat and begin moving again. Your ship starts to like bounce and everything, and it really becomes difficult to move. So resetting your ship is the only way to do it, as well as resetting yourself. That's the one and only bug I've noticed so far. And here I shall sell all my silicate for a hefty $11,000. What a good deal. And then I shall go back to Green Base. Is the economics still remaining the same? I wonder. They still do remain the same. See, in times like that where I can make a double profit, I can also get another round of it, but instead of trading it, I can convert it to warehouse material, which is used for making ships, in which case I'm trying to build a carrier. Carriers and dreadnoughts to take the most material and the most money and the most time to build, especially the one I'm trying to build. Trying to build a decent one to start. But there's definitely a lot that goes into this game. You know, it's very engaging, very time-consuming, definitely drags me back every day. Drags me in here for hours every day that I can stick around for a little while and do pretty much this for a little while. There's not very much to display about mining, so I probably won't display that anytime soon. But if I can eventually, I would love to be able to display like base destruction and such. Very important topics to go over at some point. Very cool. But this is just the very basic and, in my opinion, very boring class of people to choose, but it is kind of rewarding at times like this, as well as the fact that you know economics very well and you are able to easily buy materials. But warp drives are definitely useful for avoiding alien swarmers like this. You can see he's not hitting me very easily. He's probably hit me twice. He's not hitting me very much or very often. He's of course right below me, so he's having a really easy time hitting me. But it is very, very simplistic to outrun simple things like that. However, there are battle fighters that cannot easily you cannot easily outrun in these freighters. I did almost get this thing blown up earlier because I was stupid enough to try to fight or try to run. These things run at about half the speed of not even half, man, like a fourth of the speed that these fighters. Yeah, she did tell me I might die, and I almost did, but I did prove her wrong by not dying. But this is definitely the most durable and there you go. Thank you very much, base. You did help me save my life there. Oh, well, I didn't get it destroyed either, Scarlet. I don't care whether I listen to you or not. Stay out of the video here, Kimmy. We're trying to have we're trying to do YouTube shit and have conversations. Can I make it? No, crap. Oh, crap. That's not cool. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I might just actually switch teams. Just screw that. Let me just check the economy before I do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna switch teams. There's a lot to be done or had at the other team. Oh, please let me switch while my ship's over there. Ah, gotta be kidding me. So yeah, I guess you can say faction traders go to the best profit faction, I suppose. Spawn my ship in a Hercules. Thank you. Terminal C, got it. So once that lands in, I can pick up 1,500 silicate again. But one thing I did not notice from before, or from yesterday's video, is that you can actually transfer it from your ship to your warehouse. I just found that out earlier. I feel very dumb. I at first when I realized I didn't think there was that ability, I was kind of shocked and kind of thought it was silly. But apparently that's something you can do, and that's something that's very simple to do. Just the only thing is you won't make profits very easily. But if you see a base selling a material such as silicate for a low price like this, this is definitely the best time to try to do accumulate materials for a certain ship you're wanting to buy. Doing alright there, ship. Gosh, I'm kind of having a hard time parking there. Alright, let's try this. So, buying 1,500 silicate, that pretty much drains the base, but you know what, I don't care. That'll change the market price pretty much. So, of course, meaning the more material that a certain base has, the lower the price, and vice versa. If there's less of it, then they're gonna up the price to just about the equal amount. But in order to convert materials to your warehouse, you of course need to go to the mega base. I did not see this option before. Do I? Yep. Okay. And I will warp, and I believe I will end the video once I get there. Just kind of detail that little bit. It is definitely not the most... I don't believe it'll be the most entertaining series. I feel like this is going to be more for educational purposes on how to play the game and how to accomplish certain things within the game, as this game can be very hard to understand by a few people. I've had friends tell me that I understand this better than most people do. I see those Swarmer Scarlet. I think I can land it before they destroy me. Hopefully I can. But it looks like they have looks like there's a battle cruiser coming in there to help out. Yep, thank you, Lightning. That helps. At least don't get yourself destroyed in the process. There's no way. There's no way you're going faster than me. I'm going like max warp speed right here. This is... What's your warp speed right now? I'm going 428, so I'm still going faster than you. I think the problem is I'm higher than you, and I still need to go down. Where did you pass? You're not past me, you're still behind me, quite a ways. Yeah, you're under me, but you're also below me. Okay, so I need to stop because I need to dive big time. That was my biggest flaw, is that I went way too high. I still will probably land faster than Scarlet. I'm very decent at landing this thing. Docking it. Come on, just get me within range. Oh, fuck. These things are so difficult to land. And Hornet told me at some point that you had to land these on your own once upon a time. There was no docking AI or anything. You had to land these, you had to dock these things on your own entirely. I mean, can you imagine having to do that? That must have been ridiculous. Yeah, well, I'm landing, sucker. Please let me make the jump. No, I missed it. Damn it. 2 times in a row. Let's go for it. Alright, well, that'll land. I'll just TP. Are you in the middle before me? Of course you're not. Oh, you just got here. I've been here for like 2 seconds, sucker. So, I don't want to sell that. I want to transfer it. Move it to my warehouse. And as you'll see, I now have 1500 silicate in my warehouse. I feel like I think I need to upgrade my warehouse quite a few times, because that's going to take up a lot of space. But you'll see here the ship menu, build ship, and there's all these different classes of ships, all made for different things. Miners for mining, freighters for trading, frigates are like torpedoes. They breach defenses and then leave a really big devastating blow. Destroyers, of course, destroy things. Cruisers are for like cruisers are, I guess, like a passenger ship, I think, aren't they, Scarlet? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, what does it say? Ship packs heavy pump while maintaining this. Yeah, these are like passenger ships. Battle cruisers are kind of the same exact thing, but have a lot more battle power. Battleships are extremely good battle power. And then dreadnoughts and carriers are big versions that carry small ships inside. Kind of like water carrier, like navy carriers. They carry jets inside of the belly of these ships. These ships are huge. They have huge, immense firepower. And this is the ship that I am aiming for. I only need 3337 silicate. That's not that much. I can do that a couple more times. But these are pretty much all the stats that you need all this stuff in your warehouse before you can craft it, and then of course you still need to purchase it for the monetary price. Very, very, very expensive, very hard to get, and I'm definitely gonna get this within the next day or two. It's definitely not gonna be that hard. I just realized how easy it might be. So I'm gonna have to end this video here, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, it really helps. Subscribe for more daily Roblox content, and I will see you guys in that next video. Catch you later.